All right. All right. Well, good morning. So I wake up this morning and Tracy says, I got a surprise for you in the kitchen. She had put out all the items that she wanted in an omelet. So for me to make it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a Tracy omelet and I'm just going to tape it and see how this thing works. So got a couple of eggs already in the bowl and just going to stir those up. Now, I like to use the wok. About 15 years ago, we bought a like a $12 non-stick electric wok, and I use it for everything. I don't know, it's the surface area or the non-stick thing going on with it, but I don't know, I just really like it. I've been using it forever. We're gonna wok up some spinach. I like to use a grapeseed oil. Sometimes I use an avocado oil. Olive oil seems to change the taste a little bit sometimes. Sometimes you want that. Some things you want that olive oil flavor. The grapeseed oil doesn't really have a flavor, and you can actually cook it at higher temperatures if you're doing something on the stove. So I know it looks like I put quite a bit of spinach in here, but we all know that it wilts down really small. So while we're doing the spinach, I think spinach's best friend is minced garlic. And I don't ever measure anything. I just kind of go with what smells right. And while that's walking up, I'm gonna get some mushrooms ready. I'll be right back. Getting closer every minute. All right, so now we're back. You can see that most of the spinach has gone. And we've got the mushrooms washed, patted dry. Mushrooms do kind of the same thing as the spinach. High water content, so when they cook, you see it kind of go away. All right, so we've got the mushrooms and the spinach kind of marrying, if you will. And we're gonna let them cook down just a little bit. Then we'll be right back for stage 3. Okay, so the spinach and the mushrooms cooked down nicely with that minced garlic. So now I'm gonna add them into my eggs. So this, I don't know if this is technically a frittata versus an omelet, but, and she had this out for me, which is her oat milk. So I guess we're gonna add a little bit of oat milk to the mix. And in we go. Cover it up a little so some of the heat doesn't escape. And while we're waiting, you just drink a coffee. So what I do is I watch to see, when you can see around the edges, you can see the surface tension begin to tighten up. So you can tell that the bottom is kind of starting to cook. You can see the edges just kind of tighten up a little bit. Another reason that I don't like to stir or to mix it around in the early stages is because the water, whenever I'm doing vegetables, especially like spinach, the water from the spinach will end up getting on the pan versus the protein of the egg, and it ends up wanting to stick a whole lot more. So if I can create a sear with the egg as the base, then it tends to not stick as much. Let's see where we're at. All right, got a little bit of a, so now just to drain off some of the top. So I'm gonna add a little bit of goat cheese at this point. And I'll do it on half because I'm gonna do like a half moon. Sometimes when I'm feeling kicky, I'll do like the double fold. But on this one, since it's got so much spinach and mushroom in there, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do that. So I think my best bet for an omelet is just to have one fold for a half moon. Use a little salt and pepper. And I'm gonna do just a little more garlic. All right, so let's see if we can give this one good flip. Ready? Let's see. We're going, I thought we were gonna go for the double fold for a second, but now we're gonna go for omelet taco. With me, mistakes happen virtually every time I do anything, but about 1 out of 7 times that accident ends up being something that works out better than what I had in mind in the first place. I don't know if this is one of those times, but I don't stress too much about making mistakes because it's still gonna taste good. Okay. So, here we go. Here is a Tracy omelet done in the wok with spinach, mushroom, and garlic. Voila. Do you care if I cut this thing for the video? Okay. No quick cut. She said I could. So here we go. There's the inside.